What is going on? Apologies. Had a little stream crash going on right there, but we are back and we are ready for the RCL Playoffs match right now. It's winners round 3. My name is Clam. I'll be covering this great coverage of this match. Should be a good one here. We got CBE X going up against Armed and Dangerous Eclipse tonight, and it should be a fun one. Not going to waste too much time. We're going to get right into things here real quick. CBE X rosters. You got Coda, Jinx, Swing Me Bro, and Omni Apocalypse. And on the flip side, I do believe this is right for the rosters. I wasn't exactly able to confirm, but I should be able to now. Zeph, Bubbles, Dosey, and Captain rounding out the rosters for the side of AnD Eclipse. And we'll go quickly through the maps and modes in this one before we get things started. And we got a doozy of a map set. I'm loving what I'm seeing right here. We're going to be starting off with Gridlock, HP, Hacienda, SND, Scar Overload, and then if we do need to go to the distance, it'll be Hacienda Hardpoint. It'll be Raid Search, so should be a fun little map set here. I'm excited to see this one for sure. You know, it's been a little bit since I got to see some Hacienda early on in the series. It's typically later on in the series, and I don't get to cast it, so I'm happy that it's happening early. And we might even need to see a map 4 as well. So I'm, both those Haci's being in and a Gridlock to start. All I could ask for in the series. Honestly, if it was Sake in map 5, this would have been a fantastic series. Probably would have been perfect, but unfortunately, we don't live in those times. It's gonna be Raid, boring old Raid. But hey, I mean, Raid's still fun at the end of the day. So I'm gonna be excited for sure for this match. I'm not exactly sure what to expect. I haven't really seen a whole lot of AnDs. Apparently, this is I guess a newer roster. Isn't really reflective of the overall AnD score. You see in the records 8-1 versus 7-3. I think AnD has some new players coming potentially into this one. I'm not 100%, so don't quote me on that. I could be completely wrong. That's kind of just what I was hearing from some people, but it could be the same roster. Who knows? Misinformation and whatnot, but should be a fun time regardless. This is winners round 3, so I mean, if you win this, you're gonna advance and you're gonna play the winner of Sacred Honor versus DEHE. So I mean, the winner of this plays either the 2 or the 3 seed. So it should be a difficult match regardless of how you cut it here, and we'll see who's going to be striking first in this map number 1. We are off to the races. Excuse me. Been a while since I cast on my channel. I'm trying to do a million things at once right now, but here we go. Good side for AnD Eclipse. They're going to get right into the hill, and I mean, just eating some nades like breakfast here. Captain will eat one in the face, and unfortunately, Free Fire comes through. Zeph tries to get one in return, and does so, but the break is on in. Bubbles able to pick up the straggler here, but that'll be it. And CBE on the point. P1, you definitely can't get a lot of time on P1 because, this spot right here, I mean, this head glitch is just disgusting. It's so hard to kill them on this spot. And if you just watch the pinches on the flip side, you could definitely lock down a solid chunk of time. And so far, X showing up here, breaking the hill early, getting a decent chunk of change. But guess who's on the rotation? It is Eclipse. They are here. They are ready to go. And Jinx, well, shuts down from the door, gets a knife kill here. But are they going to be expecting Zephyr on the pinch here? It looks like they are not, and it's going to be a nice little double for my boy Zeph there, getting involved. And AnD, they gave up about 30 on P1, but they're pretty primed to lock down a 60 here, as long as they can win a couple of gunfights. But, I mean, immediately, the rips coming through. It's Omni ripping some wigs off from range, and that'll allow X to get into the fray. And, wow, nice little 3K coming through. 5 spree for Swing as well. Still has not died on this spree. Closing in on that Hellstorm missile. Just stay down, Mr. President, and you'll earn it. And no more ammo, I don't think, left in his gun. Unfortunate, honestly. One more kill would have done it, but no streak coming through. And to be honest, streaks on this map, not exactly the best. I would say P1's really the only hill you're going to be utilizing them. But hey, I mean, P1 time, like I said before, is going to be definitely something that you need to get on this map. And, well, Zeph with a nice little double will play insurance for the scrap time here. And, well, see who's going to rotate toward new, because so far it looks like Red Arrows are going to be heading there first. You got Jinx the furthest forward. We'll have to fight Dosey here in a second, trying to get toward the head glitch, but unable to secure that kill. Coda going for the trade. Coda for 1, but does get taken out. And now Swing on the pinch, trying to take care of this player on ult. I don't think Captain saw him. Trigger Discipline coming through. Nice job here. He does get the 1, but is this going to be enough? They're going to have to win a couple of gunfights here, and Swing does double up here, so nice collapse from the side of X. That leaves Dosey in a horrible position. I mean, you're going to have to basically get at least 1 or 2, but unable to find it, and CBX do break. It's been a back and forth, though. Both these teams pretty competitive, pretty good at, holding, pretty good at breaking, too. So this map, I feel like, more so than others, lends itself toward chaos on some of these hills, like this upcoming one. I feel like the next hill in particular is going to be one where you're going to be struggling for time and to really hold it for an extended period, because you can kind of funnel in from from all sorts of places. You got to worry about a bunch of angles here, and we'll see who's going to lock down the most of it. We got Captain trying to push forward with the help of Bubbles in the back, but Omni shuts it down for a second. And this is a map I feel like, too, in particular, ARs can struggle on with how chaotic it can be. And, you know, anchoring the spawn. I mean, look at where Captain spawns right in front of where Omni's aiming. So, parallels coming through. You got to worry about the deep pinch, the front pinch, the top, the bottom. And it's just, I mean, chaos in the kill feed right now. 3 dead for the side of CBE X. And, I mean, Omni, yeah, he just has to dip on out, wait for his teammates to reinforce here. And it's such a difficult situation to play where, I mean, it's the decision making you have to make in some of these situations is so hard to do. And well, Omni does make his life count, but that's quite a bit of time going purple for the moment. He's still on this spree, and CBX will break, but albeit, I mean, a little late here. Dosey and crew trying to hit this one more time. Dosey just walks down the stairs, but will get shut down at the very least here. Nice cover fire from Swing as Jinx, low HP, will survive for now, and well, the rotation is on. Coda gets one toward mid, but you got to try and break out of this box you got yourself in, because Captain on the god heady here. Watching for some stragglers. Bubbles on the flip side. Should be able to get a free kill here, and will, so might be a break coming on through. Nice little cred corner coming through, but Zeph gets horrible timing. Probably should have just laid there and watched it for a second, but decides to throw a nade and peek forward, and he'll pay the ultimate price for it. Now a contest fest on P1, and well, it's been won. X Squadron gets it done. They get all 4, and Kodo on a 4 spree as well. Swingme having a great game. I mean, I know earlier he was struggling a little bit, you know, having a little issues lagging and stuff, but 14-3, having himself a performance right now. 5 spree. Let's see if he earns the Hellstorm missile this time. Would like to, you know, ensure that if he's able to do so, but not going to see that player bridge. He looked right at him. I'm surprised he didn't see him, so no more Hellstorm. I mean, that's the second time he's gotten shut down for the streak. That could have potentially turned the tide, because, you know, despite that good start, I mean, X is behind. About 20 points right now. Need to do a better job rotating on through, and we'll see if there can. Omni toward the back. Will he spot Dosey? Dosey looking for him, but not going to find him as of yet. And Omni does squeak through. He could definitely play spoiler, but he's lost his roster. He needs some help from the front side. Patience is a virtue, but that kill will alert the authorities, but he does get a double, and he's going to fall, but damage has been done. Players now able to reinforce, but you gotta win some gunfights here. And guess who snuck through as well? Coda toward the side door. Able to make an impactful play, gets one. And another one incredibly low as well. Zephyr toward the 18. Nothing to be done here. And I mean, this could be a decent hold now for the side of X, but I mean, they're kind of surrounded on all sides. You gotta win a couple of key gunfights here. Captain shutting it down from the 18. 1-2 for him. The last one alive in the hill will get cleaned up. And I feel like so far, you know, despite Zeph really not even spawning in yet, it's just been a better team effort from Eclipse on some of these situations. They're playing more tight-knit. They're playing the trades better. And you see it, I mean, kind of reflected in the scoreline. We're about tied with, you know, you're getting outslayed by quite a bit. So maybe some selfish kills coming through for the side of X. Who knows? But I feel like just playing the map better currently. Omni toward new. Gets the first, looking for more. Needs some help from his teammates, and they will collect. So 3 dead. And hey, P3, another money hill. Pretty much every hill on this map can be a money hill, other than maybe P4, you could argue, but we'll see if X can lock it down. So far, so good. About 15 off the clock, but they got to worry about the pinch coming through. And Coda may have overextended a little bit there. Does get one at the very least, but that leaves Jinx kind of an awkward spot in the back, but he does clean up. And CBX, I mean, just winning the gunfights from the front so far. See if they can win this next wave. This next wave is going to be critical, I feel like, for Eclipse to try and break here. You need to win this gunfight. Not only that, and push through as well. Dosey getting that weak player. 2 falling here. Captain pushing forward. Gonna get shut down immediately, and it's just left to Omni in the side door to clean up some stragglers. And wow, nice job. Does so effectively here. And they're going to clean up the remainder. So, good job from Omni on this spree. Gets another one as I say it. Swingme picks up the straggler, and this is honestly a really good setup, potentially, for X here on this rotation. They got them right where they want them. They just need to get a couple of kills, and while Coda a little off the mark with his shoulder there, will pay the price for his transgressions, and we'll see if Eclipse can break. Omni from the top ropes with the sub. Gets all 3 of the kills. 6 spree for him. Let's see if the Hellstorm does get earned. I mean, you got Dosey up top, but Omni just needs a little bit of hill time here, and he'll get the streak. We'll see if he's able to find it. Looks like he, wow, does somehow there. Doesn't need the hill time. Gets the kills anyway. 7 spree before falling, but you still got to lock in here. AnD Eclipse, they are local. They are trying to shut it down, and Captain letting them know his SMG reigns supreme. And, well, inspecting the Cherry Fizz camo. New camo. Definitely a fun one. Honestly, one of my favorite camos ever. That's a worthy inspection, for sure, right there. And we'll head back to our third and final rotation with CBE X up a fragile margin. About 10 points is all they're going to be up after 2 rotations of Hills. And look at this double pinch coming on through. I mean, the timing couldn't be worse for Jinx right here. We'll see if he's able to lock in and get anything. Oh, you got to win that kill right there. He lets Captain absolutely gun him. And that is an easy break coming through. Nobody holding the overextension. Really surprised to see nobody picking that up, because that's the most common spot you want to try and push to break this hill. And, well, we'll see if this Hellstorm pays off for the side of Omni here. If X can get something done, just stay down, wait for the Hellstorm, and there you go. 2 falling. All 4 are going to fall, and there you go. I mean, that is why you play for the streaks on P1. Swing didn't earn them earlier, but this time Omni gets them. That is the value of them right there. Bubbles in the transition is able to get 1, but you still got to worry about the pressure on Old here. Swingy 6 HP is going to get taken down. Coda for the trade, though, but you still have the pressure. Bubbles is behind you. And now Zeph is here to try and chime on in. He gets the trade, and most importantly, control of the front. Space to work with. If you're able to push out, you can definitely shut this down, but you got to worry about the trades coming back the other direction. Spawn outs are starting to happen, and this nice little double up from Dosey makes this break possible, so this might have a P4 ending written all over it. We'll see if CBE X can break this. Wow, what a nade. Nice nade from Swing there on the front end of time. Omni trying to find something in the back. He's able to get the one on the hill here. Zeph close on him. Is able to shut down the first one. Jinx, though, for the trade. And, well, as easy as they held it, it's going to be X breaking the front of it. Dosey does squeak through. Nobody watching the OE here. Omni on the top of 18, but he's got to be careful. This position, not exactly ideal. He'll shut it down, but there's more players to find. Coda in toward the side door, trying to do something here, but they're not going to read Bubbles. Bubbles is going to spawn out. He's got a free pinch here, and he knows it, just waiting for his teammates to distract. He activates here, but it's Swing with a 5 spree, shuts down all 3 of them. And you can't win it here if you're X, but you get incredibly close to doing so. It's going to have to be an amazing hold, really, for the side of Eclipse, and that is not how you want to start it. Captain making up for Zeph's mistakes there on that gunfight. And Jinx did squeak through. He's in the corner waiting for his teammates to go, but unfortunately he has been spotted, and while Swing is going to suffer a similar fate, not checking the corners, will pay the price. Coda does get the trade, but you got to be careful here. But nobody watching the side door. What is this setup? What is going on? Eclipse just stacking their eggs into one basket, and, well, that basket just falls apart right there. X now 10 seconds away from taking map number 1. Omni getting aggressive on the spawners. 5 now on the clock. He's going to push out Captain to try and save it, but can't do it. And that'll be it. 250 to 219. A close map number 1, but not quite enough in the end. It will be the Crusader boys taking map number 1. In pretty close fashion, I will say. It was very back and forth until that final rotation. And they'll take it by a thin margin here. Great effort from the side of Eclipse. Just wasn't quite enough. I feel like Zeph, I mean, I don't know what was going on with Zeph that game. Him and Bubbles kind of having a rough one, but just got to have a better effort in the slang. But, I mean, honestly, that's not a bad shout. If you can kick up in the slang department, this series is still definitely within reach. If you're keeping it that close and you're getting outslayed by that margin on a map like Gridlock, I mean, who knows? I mean, CBE X maybe got to lock in a little bit more on the teamwork going forward, and we'll see as we head to map number 2. It will be Hacienda. It will be Search, and I'm excited for this one. Also, shout out Graph. Appreciate y'all. Raiden coming into the chat. What is going on, guys? How are y'all doing coming into this one? This is RCL Playoffs if you guys are just joining. This is winners round 3 here. The winner of this match will move on to the winners finals and play either Sacred Honor or Dark Horse, number 2 or number 1 seed potentially going into that one, but we'll see. We're going to head to Ahasi Search now, and we'll see if CBE X can continue this wave of dominance in the slang, or if, I mean, Eclipse, they got the teamwork. Can they kick up a little bit in the slang and make it happen, or send it to a quick break? We'll find out here in a sec. back with map number 2 so far. CBE X taking a narrow victory in that first map by about 30 points or so in the hard point. We'll head to search and destroy, and it's going to be a bang out. Both teams stacking the B bomb site. Jinx going to get caught in transition. Low HP, but Coda is there for the trade, and Coda thinking about getting aggressive. Sees bubbles, goes for it, flying through the sky. He'll find the second one, and it's an early bomb plant for the X roster. And that leaves Dosi and Zeph with the world to do here. 2v4, make it 1v4 now. It's just up to Dosi, and they know exactly where they are. That AR sang out a little too early there, and well, I mean, not a real high chance of winning this round regardless, but yeah, no scams coming through. They're giving him nothing. Dosi trying to hit some shots, but with 20 on the clock, this is looking incredibly unlikely, and it'll be X getting the first here. And honestly, if Jinx falls in that first round, you know, that may be a different story, but the fact that he lives there, Coda is able to activate, gets the trade on that, and then even able to fly forward and get the second. Huge round from Coda as he finishes all 3 kills here. First one on the board now. Now we'll see how Eclipse respond to this. I'm curious if they do the exact same thing, the rinse and repeat type of square up round where both teams just fly toward B, but that's yet to be determined. We'll find out here in a second, and we might be in for it, actually, potentially here. Looks like Dosi actually is going to be the only one to head this way. Aw, unfortunate. I wanted to see the square up again, but it is what it is. Dosi going to play for the pinch. So will Coda. Looks like Coda thinking about getting aggressive, and he didn't see him. I don't think Dosi saw Coda either, but he should have heard him go in the water here. First one's going to fall. Jinx toward the A-bomb. And I think Dosi should know now. Yeah, he's going to shoot out some bullets, and he'll let him know that he is watching the pinch, but meanwhile, Omni able to get a pick for his team as well. So now 2v3 for X. Not unwinnable. Swing meet gonna be in a gunfight. He'll let him through. And Dosi still toward the driveway. An interesting position. Now it's definitely possible. Bomb's down, and I mean, Captain and Bubbles, you gotta retrieve it. You gotta get the bomb planted here soon, because you're running out of time. 30 on the clock, and well, CBE, they know they have time to work with. They could just play the clock here, but we'll see if they read this. Looks like a rotation toward B. You got Captain heading over here. Omni might have got incredible timing here. He's going to spot the head of one, and the second one. Bubbles low HP. He's going to get chowed, and it's Omni ripping the wig off of 2 players there. And CBE X just come up clutch in a round where I feel like Eclipse probably should have converted that one. A little surprised to see them not be able to find that, and Omni up to 4-0 now. I love these new camos. Just a little sidebar, by the way, guys. This new event with the camos, actually sick. They're bringing back some of my favorite camos. Camos from back in the day. You see, you know, I forgot what it's called. I forgot the electricity camo, what it's called, but I love that camo, the Cherry Fizz. Even some of the other ones in the event are pretty awesome. A little sidebar, but do love seeing them. It's going to be toward A we go. Zeph's going to be here, but he's got to be careful. Yeah, it might get wall banged. He'll back on up, and that is going to be bomb down early. Jinx going to lay it. No hezzy. Love it. And now the retake is on. 4v4 on the retake. You got, I mean, Captain's all the way behind enemy lines. Are you going to spot this corner? It looks like he does. Swing's going to fall here, but Coda should be able to get the trade at the very least here. He is playing for it. Get some shots onto Captain through the wallet tree. Well, now Coda, last one alive. This should be bomb defused instantly coming through here, and it will be. But Coda still alive, has a chance to make things misty. Nobody's watching the bomb. He's going to get him. What? What? What are we doing? What was that? Nobody watched the top window. Coda throws a nade, misses the nade, doesn't shoot him on the bomb, and he sticks to the... What was this round? Oh, that was one of the trolliest rounds I think I've ever seen. Okay. I don't I don't typically roast plays that much, but that one was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, for both teams. That was pretty bad. I mean, it was a W stick, don't get me wrong, but oh man, the trust right there is immaculate. First blood goes the way of AnD, and you got Captain pushed through all the way into your spawn already, doubling up on the round 3 for him. Coda gonna look for the trade here, but he might get traded himself, and that leaves Swing in a horrible situation. Zeph with the pistol, but Low HP for both players. Bomb will get planted toward B, and now Swing having to pull off a miracle. And, well, we'll see where he likes to go for. 35, and not a whole lot of time to work with, especially with the AR in hand. It'd be a lot easier if you had a sub to slide at these players, but if you could pick one here, it's still possible, but yeah, you gotta go. 20 now on the clock remaining, and it should just be an easy cleanup for the side of Eclipse here, and it will be. Bubbles picking up the straggler, and 2 apiece now. And that round, I mean, brought to you by Captain. Just running it down mid, gets a couple of trades quickly before they can respond, and that's how you play the numbers right there. Eclipse showing us how it's done. But I do want to go back to that previous 1v3 from Coda, because that one was because that round definitely could have been possible for sure if Coda either hits the Semtex stick or just kills him on bomb. It's a 1v2, and I mean, you just have to play for like 20-ish seconds, so that's another round. If you're looking back, you lose this search. If you're CBE X, that's one you definitely threw away, so we'll see if it ends up coming to that. We're all tied up, heading toward B, and it's a 4-stack yet again. Captain with the first blood on the nade, and now they got the numbers in their favor. It's going to be another nade. No trophy system coming out, and that is one thing you got to worry about if you head toward this bomb site is the trophy systems. Nobody throwing any for the side of X, and they'll pay the price for it. Zeph's going to spot them, rotate on back, and really, you don't have a whole lot to worry about as long as you don't give him a chow. Well, okay. You gave him a chow, and it's a team kill coming through. Not exactly ideal. And Jinx gets another one. Captain isolated. Yeah, I'm not sure what this round has devolved into, but we saw this a little earlier from AnD Eclipse. They kind of scammed the round away in a similar fashion. They had the 4v2, and they just kept giving them isolated ones. And they might have just played this perfectly for the side of X. I mean, they read the break, or they read the rotate coming through, and they just get a free bomb plant toward B. So now, I mean, it balls in AnD's court in a round that should be theirs. They're going to have to work for it now. Bubbles pushing up. You got Jinx, you got Omni. Watching the front of sight. Are they going to catch this timing, though? It's really the question. It looks like they will. Jinx picks up the first. Now it's just left to Dosey. 26. Has the sub in hand. Definitely possible, but not like that. And yeah, this search and destroy has been anything but clean so far. A nice little 2v4. Omni and Jinx working together. Pull it out there, and I mean, yeah, just a couple, 2 or 3 rounds now that both teams probably should have, I mean, secured, but whether you call them throws, whether you call them clutches, regardless, definitely some sloppiness coming through from both of these squads. We'll see how Eclipse respond, because that was one where, I mean, that was probably in the bag. I mean, you get 2 nade kills off the rip, you just need to play trades, and team kill ends up biting a... Looks like bomb heading toward mid. You got a couple of players driveway. Not sure exactly what the play is here. Looks like running it down mid is the plan, and I mean, Captain, yet again, just gets a free first blood toward mid. No response. And now you could pivot because you have bubbles, I think, toward outer. At least I thought you did, but okay, well, Jinx will just get 2 toward top mid and just alleviate all the pressure instantly. Bomb dropped as well. Really didn't think they were going to go toward top hall. Really thought they were going to recoup and just go B, but they'll get caught in the crossfire. Now Bubbles and Dosey. What do you do in this situation? Looks like Bubbles maybe just lagging. I'm not sure what's going on with him. Having a rough one at 1 and 4 right now. See if he can kick it up here. Dosey gonna shoot. Reveal himself now. They know where 1 is, and they should probably be expecting the pressure here. But you're running out of time. 30 on the clock, and I mean, Coda's jump spot toward back B. He's gonna get some tags on in. Swing. Going for a chow. Lines them up. Gets them both incredibly low here. That'll activate Jinx. At least I think he did. Maybe everybody's lagging out of this server. What is going on in this game? 10 seconds left. The bomb still not down. Bubbles gotta go for a plant, but Coda is there to deny, and it's gonna be a CBE round. But I don't know what in the hell is happening in this lobby. I don't know if it's the server or what's going on. Multiple people seem like they're on like a million ping or something. Not sure what's happening, but It's going to be a CBE round after all said and done. And I don't know. Just another round where I feel like, you know, a good opening break, Eclipse, they get the start, and then just all falls apart. And it looks like we will have the end come through. So, yeah, I don't know. A laggy kind of mess of a Hacienda. Looks like Jinx lagged out. So it will be 4-2 on the restart here. We'll send it to a quick break while we get things situated. I'm sure, hopefully, people can reset their games, reset their internet, reset their mental, reset whatever you got to reset. And we'll hopefully get back into this match without any issues. But we'll be right back with the ending of that SND here in a second. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. We are back with the reset of map number 2 here. CBE X gonna be up 4-2 after the reset here. So 2 rounds for them, 4 rounds now for the side of Eclipse to try and take home the dub. And I honestly, just regardless, I want to see some cleaner search and destroy. We've seen a lot of mistakes for both of these teams so far, and we'll see if that keeps reigning true. Captain gonna draw first blood. Bomb not planted either. And that leaves Swing Omni in an awkward situation. Omni's gonna spot the first, but Captain can just shoulder play his life here, and looks like they're gonna get on the pounce here. Swing last alive now in the 1v4. Should be a round going Eclipse's way, and it should be happening rather soon here, and it will be, I believe, OC, there we go, getting the final kill. A little sloppy on them shots, but doesn't matter. 1v4, pretty hard to scam those away, so it will be 4-3 now. And we'll see if Eclipse can make the comeback. Now only down a round. It is a little weird coming off of a reset. Sometimes you get a little momentum that you know, you get quelled when you come back. Sometimes you are able to reset your mental and come back with a better mindset and maybe some less lag, I guess you could say, too. That's another dope camo. All these camos are so cool in this event. I'm so glad that they brought some of these back. But I'll stop gushing about the camos. It's going to be a B hit, looks like, from the side of AnD here. A 2-2 split yet again. Oda going to be by himself, but he's going to get a lot of info here. Spotted the very least one. But Zeph is really the key player, I feel like, in this play. Him and Captain, because they're going to be wrapping back, it looks like, toward B, or toward A. And if you could find a pick here on any of these guys top plat, which is kind of where you've been getting a lot of picks, this could definitely open up the bomb site. But you got to be careful here. Omni's going to spot one, I believe, toward well. Maybe not, actually. Looked like I thought he did, but just doesn't get the timing window. And now Captain toward mid-map gets another one. Captain in a rough situation, low HP. Not going to fall yet. Has players all around him, but the wrap is coming through. Now Jinx toward the steps. What do you do if you're Jinx here? And it looks like, well, you finally dealt with Captain. Can you play your life? got Swing Me right behind him as well, but Swing Me, oh, the timing. The knife almost horrible there, and now Bubbles has been called out toward bottom, and he's going to get taken down as well. So X, after maybe a little rough of a start in that round, they do stabilize. They'll take it, and now be the first to reach map point here on Hossie. It's going to have to be 3 straight. Rattled off here from Eclipse. It's been kind of some slow attempts here on offense, and some sloppy rounds from them, but if they can lock it in, still possible. They just need to get a couple of rounds in a row here. We'll see if they can do it on the defense starting off. Dosey having a good start to this, I guess, restart, you'd say. I'm actually curious, because I didn't see the stat lines before we reset there, so I'm actually curious who is, like, top fragging really realistically on this server right now, but a deep play from Bubbles. Gonna abandon the B-bomb site. He'll get some info at the very least here, but he's got to be careful not to get ripped, and he'll spot the info. He'll relay it to his team, but Jink's gonna lay the rock here. At least I think he is. Zeph's gonna shut it down, but the instant trade coming through. Do you go for the insta-replant is the question. It looks like they will, but they gotta be careful. Captain is here as well. The nade toss gonna be a little mistimed, and the gun not too good in that one. Coda shuts it down, and that was a huge gunfight. Captain wins that. Retake a lot easier now. I mean, up to Bubbles and Dosey, both ARs for your roster to try and retake toward this rock hill. You gotta rip some wigs here. Coda gonna get spotted toward office, but Bubbles still hasn't moved toward this boat area, and I'm not sure what's going on. He is slow playing this round. You gotta go, though. I mean, 19 on the clock. Finally, Dosey able to get a kill, but it might be too little too late. You could just play the clock at this point. Coda gonna shut down a third in this round, looking for the ace. Dosey, 10 seconds left, and you're just too slow if you're AnD Eclipse here. I don't know what this retake was, but it was so incredibly slow for the side of Eclipse, and that'll do it. CBE X gonna take care of that SND. And yeah, I mean, that gunfight from Captain, I feel like was really critical. He wins that, the round's possible, but I mean, I know it's 2 ARs left in the clutch, but you gotta move faster than that. The pace at which they were moving was just way too slow, and it bugs me, especially in search, when I see people play like this, where they go incredibly slowly with the pace, and they just don't even give themselves a chance in the round. It's so annoying to watch, because I see it often, and you know, in this series, that is one way to lose a map for sure. I mean, you got to at least try map point. Got to throw your bodies at it. So that'll do it. It'll be CBE X up in this series 2-0, and they'll take you know, 2-map edge in this one. And heading into that Scar overload now, I mean, it's going to be a tough answer back. You did do, I would say, probably better in the respawns if you were Eclipse. So potential for them to make a comeback as we head into that Scar. But I mean, I don't know. You just gotta step up the slaying for sure going into that one, because yeah, a couple players having a rough series so far. Feel like they can definitely turn things around, but it has to start here, and it has to be the reverse sweep now for Eclipse. Heading, if you want to head, you know, now into some deeper maps, Hacienda and Raid has to start with this overload here. But we'll send it to a quick break. We'll be right back with that map number 3 right after this. Back with map number 3, and what could be the final map of this series so far. It's CBE X taking care of business in the first couple of maps. I will say the first map was pretty close though, so that gives me a little bit of hopes for Eclipse in this overload. They just got to kick up in the slaying department, and that has been a struggle in the first hard point, but they did keep it close. But something has got to give for the side of Eclipse if they want to be moving on to the winners finals here, and we'll see if they're up for it. So far, breakoff does go CB's way, but not exactly in position to put it in yet. Omni can push forward and try and get some slays, but absolutely gets gunned there, not gonna lie. Bubbles shutting him down, and now Jinx, last one up. On this side of the map, I don't think he's been spotted. I think maybe Dosey has an inkling of where he's at, and well, Jinx gonna take care of a double kill. One of his teammates as well. Bubbles trying to run it, but not exactly supported in that approach, so basically dead even. After a minute of time on this overload has elapsed, and now we'll see how AnD can push up the map. They have people close toward 18, but Zeph, oh my god, turn it bird. Absolutely gunned there on the swing, looking for more, but is not going to find it. Overload's device is going to reset, and you have 2 players in your top green. Oh, this is disastrous, honestly, for X here. If you grab the drone, you could be gone before they can make a play, but I mean, now Eclipse in prime position to shut you down. Coda wins one important gunfight and swing. I mean, where are we at right now? We're in Timbuktu, and that allows all 4 to fall. Eclipse now in your spawn. Captain gonna get taken care of. Bubbles with the drone might be able to make a play here, but he needs to wait for the reinforcements. Maybe a little bit too early on that attempt. Zeph behind enemy lines, though, and Zeph able to shut down one, not the second. Still not out of the woods yet, RX, though. They need to get this device off their doorstep. You got Dosey watching the cross here. Bubbles gonna get caught in transition, I thought maybe, but the knife kill does come out. Zeph shuts it down, and, well, no score for Eclipse there. That was their best opportunity to try and get one on the board, but meanwhile, Coda kind of doing the same thing on the flip side, and, well, interesting approach from both of these teams. Kind of going for some hero plays. Not exactly ideal, but we remain scoreless through this first half, and we'll see who strikes first here. It's Coda yet again. He's just going to grab the drone and try and go for it, and not loving that play. And speaking of having a rough map, Swing, 0-7. Not having a great start. And he is going to absolutely just run past somebody, but hey, I mean, it allows you to get a free kill and get yourself on the board here, so why not hashtag bait your teammates? Omni, nice little gunfight there, and, well, nobody really getting any sort of progression up the map. Omni on a 3, though. Finally gets through toward blue, spots one top. Gonna relay that info to his teammates, but can you really make anything out of this? Because you're pretty far out of the play right now. You got Jinx pushed up in your spawn, but can you do anything with this information? Should be able to get the first one here, and he's gonna line him up, knock him down, gets a nice little double kill here. Swing me 9 HP, not able to find it. Jinx, oh no, the pistol kill, not gonna happen. Oh my god, they leave it on the doorstep, though. Nobody grabs it, and Omni just says, hey, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna grab that. Okay. I really thought Eclipse was gonna defend that after a huge double kill goes your direction. But they just didn't grab it, didn't get it out of their base, and, well, maybe some mistakes coming through, but now potential for Eclipse to get one back as they have the positioning toward top green, but some patience from Jinx leads to the TK at the very least here, and nobody's grabbed the device yet. Really thought the device would be gone by this point. Nobody feeling comfortable grabbing it for the side of Eclipse, and that might lead to their downfall just a little too slow. On these plays you gotta make. You still have Dosey toward plane, but Omni watching it like a hawk, but does get taken down. Swing on the trade. So see, oh, little off the mark with those shots, is going to get taken down in transition. So 50 seconds left. Not a huge lead, but a 1-0 lead. You'll take it on the first half, considering you're on bad side. Not exactly too shabby. Coda and crew. Well, Coda gonna team kill Jinx, was 1 HP, but it doesn't matter because Swing gonna deliver the second one, or excuse me, Omni gonna deliver the second one as well. So that one turns into 2. And we'll see. I mean, despite... I feel like Swing having a really bad start to this half. I mean, having a 2-0 up at half is pretty nice, considering, you know, you're having a kind of a rough go of it. I feel like Bubbles, on the flip side, also having kind of a rough go of it. So, if either one of those players can turn it up, they can definitely turn the map around right here. And with 10 left on the clock, it's unlikely we're going to be seeing an OT here go either direction, but if it's going to be anybody's, it's going to be CBE X, and Coda just picks it up, and he's going to go for it. He'll get it. And just, I mean, sloppiness across the board. It seems like both these teams making so many mistakes. It's kind of hard to not call out, I'm not going to lie, after seeing, you know, really high-end Call of Duty. And then I see series with just so many just kind of glaring issues. It could be tough. But you gotta lock in. Reminder, this is winners round 3 for Redline COD League here. Winner will move on to the winners finals. And so far, it's looking like CBE X want to send us there in 3. We'll see if Eclipse have anything left in the tank. Heading into their bad side as well. We'll see if Bubble specifically can turn his map around. He's been having kind of a rough series in general. Zeph has turned it up since then, but we'll see if Bubbles can answer the call as well. Top green. Gonna get some shots, but gonna be met with some resistance here and some impatience coming through from Dosey. Zeph now feels like he has to activate, and he might not be wrong here. SMG in hand, gonna get instantly taken on down, and Captain Dolphin diving at his opponents will clean it up, but Omni gonna try and make some extended heroics happen, but unable to do so, and, well, here we are. Back to basically even. Zeph kind of trapped in market, somehow still alive after all those bullets head his way, and Bubbles can make a play on the pinch, but it's going to get red, and, well, Coda is just the gatekeeper at the moment, finds a double kill, almost the third as well, and that should be the go button now for the side of CBE X. They can push up pretty aggressively here quickly, but they're going to pivot. They don't have the window to operate. Now it's where do you choose to go? You've lost a teammate here. If you're quick about it, you could definitely make an approach happen. You got Bubbles, though, on the goal line. He'll shut down one. You know there's one toward top green. Coda just trying to be annoying and potentially make his sneak happen. He did it last time. He might be able to do it again with some of these kills. He finds the double, and that should be Jinx now picking up the device. Coda off a spawn. Do you see number 5? It looks like you're not going to read it. Oh, close on that one, but doesn't matter. Jinx able to make that score happen regardless, and 4-0 up now. CBE X looking poised to take it with about 3 minutes left. on this side, and really this map now has another 3 dead. You got Jinx in your spawn trying to play spoiler, and well, he's gonna get met with a team nade, and Coda gonna meet them with some body shots as well, so letting them know about it. And I was worried once the half switched it might be a different story, and it's been the tale of 2 teams so far in this map. 5-0 now. 2:45 on the clock. AnD backs against the wall. You need to win this map to send us the distance. They are just not winning gunfights. Another 4 dead, and I mean, just clinical stuff so far. 3 spree for Jinx. Omni pushing up toward red steps, looking for some spawn kills. Finds the first one, finds the second one, and Bubbles, last alive, gets dealt with. And I mean, just the pain train heading your direction. The station might need to be changed at this point, guys. I don't know. This is looking pretty rough. 6-0 up, 2 minutes left. I've seen comebacks, but usually they're less of a deficit with more time on the clock. Usually it's about a 4, maybe a 5 comeback is maybe the most I've seen. But 7 now on the board with 2 minutes left. Yeah, I'm calling it now. This is probably over. I don't think it's even physically possible. I would love to run some tests just to see, you know, what the timing window is for the amount of time you need on the clock. I guess it's map dependent, you know, on how fast you can move, but 10-second reset on the drone, you know, about 10 seconds maybe to get there off the reset, and we already got players leaving the lobby. This is going to be it. It's going to be a hot 3-0, and we'll just watch the kills for the final minute or so as they play out, unless they feel like ending the game or something, but the 8th one will be in. We won't need to wait around. And that one was not pretty. That was the most dominant one we've seen so far. And I really thought that was the one Eclipse had a chance in, really. But just we're not putting up much of a fight at all. And I feel like, yeah, Swing had a pretty rough start to that map. I mean, he did turn it around toward the second half, but kind of a 3v4, honestly. Well, maybe a 3v3, you could argue. Also, Bubbles having kind of a rough one, but yeah, just did not go your way. I mean, the remaining 2 players, I mean, both double negative. I mean, that goes to show just the slang was not there in this map for the side of Eclipse, and really just in the respawns as a whole. So 3-0 on that one. Wanted to see that map for Hossie Hardpoint, but we're just not going to see it, folks. That's going to be it for this series, and it will be CBE X moving on to the winners finals, and they will play the winner of Sacred Honor and DHE DST. I'm not sure when exactly that's going to take place, but should be a fun one. Looking forward to that one. And if you're AnD Eclipse, I mean, this is not where your run ends, but I mean, a rough way to, you know, go to the losers bracket, but you still have a couple of chances for sure to make it back to the grand finals. You just got to run through some teams in the losers side. Definitely some difficult matches up ahead for them, but they do at least, you know, they make it a winner semi, so they have some breathing room. They'll need to win a couple to make it that, you know, back into the grand final, but still going to be difficult regardless. We'll take one last look at how the series played out before we get things rolling on out of here. First map, pretty close, considering, you know, the slang didn't go your way for Eclipse, which is why I thought they had a chance in the series. It seemed like their teamwork on Gridlock was better, just weren't winning the gunfights. But we went to Hacienda, and we saw both of these teams making a lot of mistakes onto that map in particular. We had some resets coming in, and yeah, just some glaring mistakes coming through, and then the overload wasn't even close. I don't even think Eclipse really wanted to win that one, to be honest. The way they were shooting, the way they were playing, didn't look too great for them, and it was an 8-0 hot sweep in this one, guys. Appreciate y'all coming out in the chat as well. What's up, Horace? Also, see you there. How you doing, man? Been a minute. We got to get some games. We got to catch up at some point. But yeah, that's going to be it for this match tonight. I do believe I have another one on XP. I think it's going to be on XP main stage at about, what is it, 12:30, I think, a.m., if you can believe that, Eastern, which is 9:30 for me, which is why I'm doing it. So if you guys are interested in that, I might have another match in the meantime on XP as well. We'll see if that's going to be the case, but I'm sure I'll retweet it on Twitter. Be on the lookout for that one, but appreciate y'all. That's going to be it for my channel. I'll catch you guys a little bit later with that next one. So until then, see you later.
Every day they clocking me, red alert, I'm the dangerous, I keep that clock on me. And they ain't looking for no choke, I'm just looking out for me. Cause I done did shit, the niggas ain't talking about no rapping beat. Boy, I'm talking tragedy, masking, casualty. Shit that I can't even remember, bet they remember me. Shit that happened later December, I bring that winter heat. Niggas down the whole October.